All right, call Halayimla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachah, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Taught me this 100% true. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing His word in humility and sincerity as commanded by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, we got to keep pushing. We got to keep fighting, you know, because I was sitting thinking the other day, you know, really it was earlier today. I was thinking, we go out to the camp week after 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 week, you know, for years. And Satan will still mess with us. The flesh will still mess with us. But we're doing a mighty work. Well, the title of this lesson is so what do I do with my money? Which that was a question that was asked to me by somebody that I know, and I gave them advice on what scripturally. I mean, I didn't give them no scriptures or nothing like that, but I just, sent like maybe 4 sentences about what you should do, in a carnal sense. But in this lesson, obviously, I'm going to go into the spiritual sense of what you should, really the totality of what you should do. I mean, I mentioned faith to that person. I mentioned faith that ultimately it's going to be about our faith that's going to get us through these times. But you can invest in a little bit of gold. You can invest in a little bit of silver and hope that that's a defense for you, in that day. But the true riches and the true way that we prepare for the times to come is not with guns, is not with money. Okay, it's with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. As a matter of fact, let me start with that. I'm gonna go to Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." Right, stability, keep us stable. Okay, keep us level-headed, because we're gonna have the wisdom in our mind. We're going to have something in our mind that's not in the minds of 99% of the world. So we're not going to act like 99% of the world when we see the catastrophic and, craziness of what Yahweh Shemel Shai is about to bring upon the earth. This present evil world. It says Isaiah 33:6, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times." The time is the evil time, the end. The time is at hand. A time and dividing of times. We at the end of the times. It says Isaiah 33:6, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is his treasure." You see, that's treasure. Let's go to this word treasure. Because if you find a treasure, let's say you walking down the street, and it's a construction site or whatever, and nobody's on the construction site, but you peek down the hole and you see a treasure chest half open with gold in it. All you see is hella gold. You gonna jump down there. You gonna get that. You gonna investigate. So that word treasure.
Strong's H214. Otsar. Otsar.
It says Otsar. It's Awa Tazar. Awa Tazar. Awa Tazar. And it says treasure, storehouse, treasure, gold, silver, etc. So you see, this is the real money, the wisdom and knowledge that's going to keep us stable in the times to come. This is the real money. This is the real gold, the real silver, etc. The real treasure. It says store, supplies of food. You see, because this wisdom and knowledge is going to keep us fed. Because the elect have the wisdom and knowledge, Lord willing, we're part of that number. Because the elect have the wisdom and knowledge in their minds and the faith in Yahweh Shai, they're going to be, that wisdom and knowledge is going to be to them as unto store or supplies of food or drink, as it says here. It's going to be their treasure. It's going to be their supply of food and drink. Wisdom and knowledge is not not money, you know, not necessarily knowing how to plant a garden and, you know, grow a seed, but the actual wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shemel Shai, the doctrine of the Holy Bible. That's what's gonna be our supply of food in that day. It's because it's been our food now. It's been our food now. We're eating the whole roll now. We're eating the word now. So obviously it's gonna be our food in that day. It's gonna keep us fed in that day, I should say. This is Job. Yeah, Job 23, verse 12. It says, "Neither have I gone back from the commandment of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food." So he said, I have esteemed the words of his mouth, whose mouth? Yahweh Shemel Shah's mouth, more than my necessary food. So we eat, we read the scriptures more than we eat. You know, our stomach will be growling, and we'll continue to read the Bible and not get up and make no food. We esteem this word more than necessary food. So yeah, in that day, it's going to keep us fed. So it says storehouse, treasure, magazine of weapons. It says figuratively of God's armory. So this wisdom and knowledge is going to allow us to have access to all of this. It said magazine of weapons, figuratively Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's armory. So that access to that armory and protection from the armory, it only comes if you have the wisdom and knowledge. That's what's all these things are going to play a pivotal role in keeping us stable. Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai's armory, the storehouses. The storehouse, the supplies of food, the drinks, that's going to allow us to be stable in those times. And it's all coming from the wisdom and knowledge. So I just answered the question already, but I'm going to get a few more precepts because I want to say a few more things, Lord willing, through the spirit of power. Yahweh Shemel Shai. And, you know, Lord willing, you edify. Let's go. Let me go to this word stability, and then we'll go to the next precept.
Strong's H 530. Emunah.
Amawana. Yeah. Yeah, Amawana, Salakia. I just had to double check, but I knew I was correct. Amawana. It says firmness, fidelity, steadfastness, steadiness, firmness, security, morally, fidelity, faithfully, faithfulness, faithful, man, a faithful man. Okay, it's going to make us faithful. Wisdom and knowledge is going to make us faithful men, and faithful men, they get protected. They get access to Yahweh's armory. You know, they get access to the food and the supplies of drinks and food that the Lord spoke about as a treasure. It says set office, stability, steady, truly, truth, verily. So wisdom and knowledge is gonna prove who's the real deal, who's the truth, who's really about the truth. It says Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Right, keep you stable, level-headed. You know, so you don't spaz out. It says, of thy times and the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahweh is his treasure. This is Proverbs chapter 13, verse 7. It says, there is that maketh himself rich, yet have nothing. There is that maketh himself poor, yet have great riches. You see, so there's a man. Why? There's a man that maketh himself rich, yet have nothing. Why? Because he doesn't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shemel Shai. He doesn't have the riches of Yahweh Shai. You know, so he doesn't have it. He has nothing. He doesn't know that he's an Israelite. This is Ephesians chapter 2. Let me see. Ephesians 2. And verse 11, which says, "Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh." Let me go to verse 12. It says, so that's the context though, the Gentiles in the flesh, which are people that don't understand, they can't see it, they don't know that they're Israelites. They don't strive to keep it, they don't know, or they blind to it. They just can't see it. So verse 12 says that at that time you were without Hamashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel. Right, you were without Yahushua because you being an alien from the commonwealth of Israel, being an alien from your heritage. It says, and strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope and without God in the world. But now in Hamashiach Yahushua, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Hamashiach. Salakia. There was a point that I was looking for. Well, the word commonwealth, right? Salaki. The word commonwealth is really, it goes into let me look it up. Cause whatever I said heritage, but that's not what it means.
Strong's G 4174, Politeia.
Well, I mean, I guess it says the administration of civil affairs, a state and commonwealth, citizenship, the rights of a citizen, commonwealth. Right? It's like an inheritance. It's pretty much an inheritance, and our inheritance is everything through Yahweh Shem Shah. So there is that maketh himself rich yet have nothing, because he doesn't have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And then it says there is that maketh himself poor yet have great riches, and that's the elect. Because they have made themselves poor. They made themselves poor. A lot of men sacrifice great careers to preach the word of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9, it says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Why? Because they have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, okay, of Yahweh Shemel Shai. If you have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, thou art rich. It says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. And that's talking about, prophetically, the small hats. Historically, the Israelites. This is Psalms 37, verse 16. A little that a righteous man hath is better than the riches of many wicked. Why? Because we've been going through it. So what should you do with your money? Like I said, you can invest in a little bit of silver, you can invest in a little bit of gold, but that ain't gonna save you. That's not gonna save us. Proverbs 11, verse 4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. See, and this is where the spiritualness, the true spiritual, quote unquote, spiritualness, as they say, the true wokeness, quote unquote, as they say, this is where that comes into play, which is the faith. The true wokeness is, and the true spiritual is faith. Faith. The faith of the elect, which is that's the ultimate faith, is the faith of the elect, because those are the ones that's going to make it first and foremost. Proverbs 11 and 4, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. This is Psalm 62. Because the thing is, our people is living good in this society. Our people is living pretty good in this society, especially if you don't, follow the Lord, follow the Lamb, if you don't keep your heritage as an Israelite to the best of your ability. I'm not saying, you got to dress up in, long garments every day. But, there are things that you're supposed to be doing, striving to do, speaking to myself first and foremost, Shabbat Shalom. But our people living good in this society, and because of that, they don't want to give it up. They don't want to give it up. They don't want to come to the terms with the fact that this society is going out. All hell will ensue for at least a period of time. Shalom to anybody tuning in. All hell will break loose for at least a period of time. Then he's gonna come with that sea hip. A lot of people will die of starvation, famine, this and that. We saying the prophecies. We giving you the prophecies out of the scriptures. But they still don't want to give it up. They still don't want to repent. Psalm 62 verse 10, trust not in oppression, because this society is oppression. You may look at it as a dream come true, a great career, a great life, but it's really an oppressive society because it teaches you to be contrary to what you were made to be. It says, trust not in oppression, and oppression is also the ways of your oppressors, which the Lord said, choose none of his ways. Reading on, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. So you can have the money, but look, don't think that it's gonna save you, man. Because the Lord said this. Let me go here, man. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 16. And he spake a parable unto them, saying, the ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentiful. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And let me get another precept that I'm just thinking about. Luke 12, verse 17. And he thought within himself, saying, what shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits. And he said, this will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. So this guy just had it all figured out. He's like, man, I ain't got enough room to put all my stuff. I got all this inventory. I got all this stuff stocked up, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna tear this one down. I'm gonna build a bigger one. I'm gonna put more. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna order more. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna start getting that, and just talking shit. And then you know what else I'm gonna do? And after I did all that, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna kick my feet up. I'm gonna say, soul, you know. So this guy was proud, and he thought that he set his heart upon his riches, to the point where he's just all in it. And he didn't understand that, hey, the Lord could take you at any time. Luke 12 and 19. And I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. You see, because he was thinking for the future. He's thinking about, like somebody who might be trying to prep for doomsday. I got this food that lasts for 3 years. This 3 year. Who the hell want to eat some food that lasts for 3 years? Obviously, that's a bunch of chemicals. The Lord fed us with manna. You don't even know what that is. It says, verse 20, but Yahweh said unto him, or the Most High said unto him, thou fool, This night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast prepared? So like it, which thou hast provided. You see? So who is those things gonna be that he has provided? Well, Lord said it's gonna be laid up for the just. Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. You see? So you're gonna have like we always say, people who have these bunkers and basements and homes that stocked up with food and supplies and stuff like that. Brothers in this truth, brothers in this brotherhood, they're gonna come across those type of things during those times, and they're gonna be sustained. Okay, because them preppers, they prepping all of that and getting all that in one place for certain members of the elect. We just read it. It said the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. I'll get another one because they use the word just. This is Job 27. And we're going to start at verse probably 16. Job 27, verse 16. It says, it says, though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on. Say he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on. You see? So these guys, they can stock them on this, they can stock up on that. And this is directed to you Rothschilds and you Rockefellers and you top international bankers, you fruit cup mother, it's for you weirdos. Esau, you top Edomites, like you Esau himself, whoever Esau himself is, probably David Rothschild. But it says here in Job 27, verse 16, y'all gathering all the gold, y'all got all the wealth in the world, you're trillionaires, you're gazillionaires or whatever. But you doing all that for what? Just so that the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and his elect gonna come and snatch it from you, man. Pull you out of the rocks, pull you out of the caves. We're gonna take your riches, and guess what? All the nations, they're gonna willingly give us the riches. For you, we just gonna take it from you viciously. We're gonna take it from them too viciously. But let me stop rambling. This is Job 27, verse 16. It says, though he heap up silver as the dust and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the spoil. Let's go. So that's why here in Luke 12 it says, Luke 12 and 21. So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, or the Most High. Okay. It says, so is he that layeth up, Luke 12 and 21. So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High. So that's where the true riches is. You have to be rich toward the Most High, towards the Heavenly Father. This is James. Just a quick because okay, well, yeah, we can go here too, because I'm gonna read it. James 5:1. Go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. You rich men, you top international bankers, you Rothschilds, you Rockefellers, you Vanderbilts, you Oppenheimers, Evelyn and Solomon, and all of you, man. It says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Weep and howl, you top international people, man. You know who you are, you Edomites, man. For your miseries that shall come upon you. It says your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten, because you got everything through deceit, through robbery. Your money system is not real. And that's how you've robbed the world. Because meanwhile, you in the background getting all the gold and all the silver and all the precious stones. You heaping them up to yourself, but you got everybody else chasing paper. when paper is not real money. It says your riches are corrupted and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you. And you got this American system where the debt is ridiculous, and it's a witness against you. It says your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Because it's the economic aspect of it is also going to be a reason why World War III happens. Not just Russia and Ukraine and all that. We don't really know what's the catalyst going to be that's really going to make them push the button, but it's definitely economically is probably going to be involved. It could be a fight over who gets the MOTB in first, and they don't like that America get the MOTB in first, or that America don't like that, whatever. But something's gonna happen where America's gonna be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Guarantee. Oh, and I forgot. How can I forget to mention, man? It's the end of the video, damn near, and I forgot to mention this, but you had today is January 20th, and you had the debt ceiling was reached. The United States reached their debt ceiling, so then I guess that means that they can't take out any more loans or anything like that. They've reached their max supposedly, and so now they're taking drastic measures, which means what? That what we've been telling you, that one day this system, this money is not going to be worth nothing. One day you're gonna go to the store and your money is gonna be worth significantly less. Significantly less. What is that? Ezekiel 37 in verse 19, it says, "They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity." They said they shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. It says the word removed: impurity, filthiness, ministers set apart, idolatry, immorality. It says, and their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh. They shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. It's because of the way that they live their life that they're going to be destroyed like that. It is the stumbling block of their iniquity. James 5, verse 3. Your silver, your gold and slocket, your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. That's America. Ye have heaped treasure together for the last day. You top international bankers, yeah. You've heaped treasures for the last day, and you heaped it for who? You heaped it for the just. The just shall put it on. The innocent shall divide the spoil. Because Yahweh Shemel Shai is a true power. I also wanted to go here though. James 4. I believe it's James 4. Computer want to move slow right now. James. I think it's James 2, verse 5. It says, "Hearken, my beloved brethren, have not the Most High chosen the poor of this world rich in faith?" Okay, rich in faith, and heirs of the kingdom, which he hath promised to them that love him. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? Do not they that worthy name, it's like it. Do not they blaspheme that worthy name by the which ye are called? So the Lord said, He have chosen the poor of this world, rich in faith, heirs who are the heirs of the kingdom. That's the elect.
Strong's G 4145. Plusios. Plusios.
It says wealthy, abounding in material resources, metaphorically abounding, abundantly supplied, with that, with what? With that faith. With that faith. Because you don't want to be the one that, as it's going to say here in Psalms 52, verse 7, lo, this is the man that made not the Most High his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. Because you got people, they're going to, man, why you think it's going to be, why you think it's called the evil time? Because people are going to be doing evil things. Even as bad as it's going to get, people's minds not going to be the let's come together, let's come together, let's put our resources together, let's, be a community, let's start over. We can't let it go down like this, you know what I'm saying? No, they're gonna choose wickedness, they're gonna choose death, they're gonna choose violence, they're gonna choose destruction, they're gonna choose take, steal, rob, rape. That's what they're gonna choose. It says, lo, this is the man that made not the Most High his strength. Because like I said, the one thing that could plunge everybody into poverty, the one thing that's going to plunge everybody into poverty is hyperinflation. Inflation and hyperinflation. Well, really just hyperinflation. That's the one thing that can plunge everybody into poverty, Revelation 6:6 style. When it speaks about a measure of wheat for a penny and 3 measures of barley for a penny, that's hyperinflation. It says Psalms 52 verse 7, lo, this is the man that made not Yahweh his strength. We're supposed to make Yahweh Shemel Shai our strength. That's where we're going to get our power from. So what I do in that? What am I going to do in that day? So how do I, so what if this happens? So what if that, if that happened, Yahweh Shemel Shai. What I do in this situation? I mean, we're gonna give you some carnal advice if it's like that. Make a left or go this way. We'll give you that, but you're supposed to know that the answer is always Yahweh Shemel Shai. Point blank. Period. That's where you draw. That's where you're gonna draw your strength and your power from. Psalms 52 verse 7. It says, "Lo, this is the man that made not power his strength," because that is the power. It says, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. So when the going got tough, he got wicked. When the going got tough, he sold dog food. But the Lord can bring a man out of that. But majority of Jake, they into that and they gonna die in that. So what do you do with your money, man? Don't set your heart upon it. Don't set your heart upon it. I guess so. We get one more on that. I can't find it, but that's all right. So yeah, what do you that pretty much answers it through the spirit anyway, Lord willing. What do you do with your money, man? Don't give a fuck about it. Because you're gonna have to let go a lot more shit than that. Or potentially. Potentially. You're gonna have some people that's gonna be good. You got some people that's gonna be good. They might be good because they complied to the system and they bow down to the system. Or they might be good because Yahweh Shemel Shai take care of them. But you're gonna have some people that's You're gonna have majority of people that's gonna suffer in the times to come. You're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer. So yeah, don't be thinking about money, man, because money's what the Lord said, riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as a dream, as an eagle toward heaven. As a bird toward heaven. So yeah, everybody's money about to fly away as soon as this system crash, man. We getting so close to the crash. That's why I mentioned the debt ceiling was reached. And Lord willing, I can do a little short video tomorrow on that. Because the debt ceiling was reached. So we close to the reset. They said that the United States or somebody was, I don't think it was the United States, but somebody was looking for a system reset. I think it was South Africa or something. But hey, Lord, was edifying, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rachakodash, Kahalayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rachakodash, Dwari, Bahashim, Yahushua, Kaya, Rachakodash, Shalom, Abba,